Hello, thank you for tuning in to TV 35 WDIG Community Calendar. I'm your host, Carolyn Walker, and it is a new week. These weeks are just passing by, and I tell you, we're from one month to the other before we can identify what the month we're in. It's just passing by so briskly. But we're here and moving right along, and I'm going to share a few things with you concerning our community, the events that are going on right here in our community. So, look like most of the schools are back in, and I see here Telfair County starts September. They still have a week or two before they start, but all of Lawrence County and Dublin schools are in already and going into, I think, maybe the second week. So I know the teachers and the students are getting acclimated, and some of the babies, this is their first year, and we just have to be patient with them because they're just in a different atmosphere and environment, and they're trying to adjust. So let's just be patient with our little babies, the kindergarteners and the Head Start. They're just really trying to get adjusted. Then some of them fall right into place. It's no big deal for them, but a lot of them still be crying for mama, etc. So we just have to be patient. And being patient, let's make sure we pay attention to the traffic. The traffic is back a little bit, heavier than usual. So the children are running and trying to catch up with their friends. They're just running, just being kids. They barely walk. They run. They start their day out running. So we have to pay attention. Make sure you stop with the bus stop signs, and bus stops stop at railroad tracks and all of that. So make sure you're paying attention and not on the phone again. No texting and driving, because we have to look out for, you know, everything when you're behind a steering wheel. And so make sure you're paying attention, close attention, and just obey all of the rules and regulations, fasten your seatbelts, and all that good stuff, because school is in and the children are some excited, some are not, but we just have to pay attention to all of them. So we're so happy for our 2019 and all the way through 2020 school year. So we got a lot, there's a lot going on within the community regarding school activities, and also the traffic. Again, you have to pay attention to it. I just was reading the paper and I saw this little thing. It was a thought for today. Just want to share this with you because it just kind of made me start thinking about some stuff. It says, and I'm quoting, "Education is a private matter between the person and the world of knowledge and experience, and has little to do with school or college." So I thought about that, and that's Lillian Smith, an American writer, social critic. And I was like, this is one of those little things that make you go, So thought I'd just share that with you. Well, I'm going to talk about the farmers market, our market on Madison. It is still in full force on Saturdays from 7:30 to 12:30. And they have everything you need that's fresh, and it's all homegrown. Our Georgia farmers bring it in here to Dublin, and they set it up, and just, we have the privilege to go and pick and choose as we wish, and just get all those fresh, good things that they set up out there. I'm going to read some more stuff here. I'm sorry, not stuff, but sponsors. Some of the vendors that set up their wonderful items at the market. We have Backyard Shed with their local honey, pound cake, banana nut bread, white bread, meat rub, barbecue sauce, salsa, cane syrup, dill, and sweet pickles. Then we have Farm at Watermelon Road. That's grass-filled, grass-finished beef, pasteurized eggs, and microgreens. Forester Farms bring us pomegranate trees and rows of Sharon hibiscus. Fulgham Produce brings us peanut produce. George Phillips Produce brings us peas, red potatoes, watermelon candy, butter beans, strawberries, cantaloupes, pies, corn, tomatoes, and greens. Jordan Farms brings pork rinds, jam, fig preserves, sweet pickles. Judy Norris has the flavored cheese straws. So I'm going to stop right there and I will read a few more as time permit. I just want to say kudos to everybody that bring all those wonderful things for us to enjoy at the Madison Market on Madison. So get up, get out of that bed, set your alarm if you must because it's Saturday. And a lot of times we just want to sleep in and just walk around like I do sometimes with your just night clothes on and don't even go out of the house on Saturdays. But if you want to get that wonderful, wonderful fresh fruits and vegetables at the Market on Madison, we have to get up. We have to get up and get out there and just walk and pick and choose and enjoy the people that we run into, meeting people we know, meeting new people. But it's fun. It's always a fun event to get up and go out and see the people out at the market and make your choices. And then the good part about it is we cook them and include them in our meals. And that's letting when your children see you behave in certain manners, they usually pick up as they become young adults. And if they see you cooking fresh fruits and vegetables and stuff, usually when they grow up, they'll pick that same behavior up and start eating fresh fruits and stuff. Hopefully they will, and just pick up the practice. And then there's always First Friday up until October at the Madison Market on Madison. So make sure you get ready for whatever great music and entertainment they have out in September. We've already gone through August 2nd. We had some live entertainment out there. So we're going to come up on a First Friday again in September. So stay tuned for First Friday. And then here it is this time for auditions, the Nutcracker auditions. That always make me think about Christmas because, the Nutcracker is a Christmas event that takes place every year. And it's audition time already right here in August. So the audition starts Saturday, August 24th at Theatre Dublin. And that's just letting you know we don't have very much time left in the month, in this year as a whole. In the 2019, we'll be crossing over in 2020 before we know it. So it's no time to mess around and say, oh, I'll get to it, because, next thing you know, time has passed and the situation or whatever you were going to take care of or be a part of or, it just passed by and you have to reschedule and replan. But if you stay focused and kind of on point, you'll get through it more smoothly than continuous procrastination. And I'm guilty of that sometimes as well. But the Nutcracker auditions are starting up Saturday, August 24th, 2019 at Theatre Dublin. I'm going to read you a few of the schedules, the audition schedule. Adults are 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. 8th to 12th grade is 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Point, all ages, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. 5th through 7th grade is 11 a.m. to 12 noon. 3rd and 4th graders are 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. 1st and 2nd grades are 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. K4 through K5 is 3 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. And I'll be reading this at random up until the initial time on the 24th, August 24th. So make sure you got your pen and paper and write down the time frame for the age group that you or you want your children to participate in. So just listen up, and I'll be advertising it and announcing it as the closer it gets to August 24th. So I'm going to pause right here for a brief commercial break, and I'll return shortly.
I'm Glenn Registered, Hometown Supply. Come by today and let me show you all the different product lines that we carry. Just about anything that you need, we have it in stock. This is our battery line. We have lawn and garden batteries, batteries for four-wheelers, battery chargers, jumper cables, jump boxes, bring in the type vehicle you need something to fit, and 99% of the time we got a battery to fit it. As long as it's interstate, it still has warranty on it no matter where it was bought. We replace it. We have tires for passenger cars, for trucks. We got 3 warehouses full of used tires. Most of the time you come in with a size in the morning, we can have it this afternoon for you. Come by and let me show you what sets us apart from all the rest. If you can't do business here, you just can't do business.
First Lawrence Bank invites you to experience banking at its best. Whether you have personal or business needs, we're a full-service bank big enough to handle all of your banking needs and small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank like First Lawrence Bank. Looking forward to your future. That's First Lawrence Bank in Dublin and Dexter. Member FDIC.
And I'm back with Community Calendar. Thank you for tuning in. And I'm just giving you some updates and informing you of some of the events that are taking place right here in Dublin in our community. So this is National Mental Health Month. So we are just, paying attention to all the mental health workshops and summits. We see here that the veterans, the Carl Vinson VA Medical Center, is having its 7th annual Mental Health Summit next week. The event, which will be held from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on August 15th at the Georgia National Fairgrounds and Agriculture, that's 401 Larry Walker Parkway in Perry. And it will welcome veteran families, community groups, and civic organizations, as well as anyone with a desire to prevent veteran suicides. And that is just really a wonderful thing because a lot of people struggle with depression, and it gets so big until they just feel like, there's no hope or help, and they contemplate suicide. But there is always help. There's always hope. So never think that you don't have a way out. There's a suicide line that you can call and talk to, or just talk to somebody. Just you have to let people know what's going on with you, because we certainly don't want anything to happen to anybody, our loved ones, or anyone. So because there is help out there. There is help for the mental illnesses and the things that people go through that they can't cope with on their own. So reach out and ask for help and make some phone calls, because you can get through that with support and love and support, and people will help you, and you can meet with counselors and just be open and talk about all the things that's going on in your head, because that's where it starts, in the head, in the mind. And we just can get you, sometimes they can prescribe medications, the doctors, and make you feel better as a whole, make you feel better, and start to enjoy life with time again and look at things in a better perspective. But suicide is not the answer, and we hope that people that are struggling with suicide and contemplating, hurting yourself or others, that's you don't have to go through that. Please reach out and ask for help. Make some phone calls, and people are counselors, there are professionals out there, and just even family members that can recommend you to counselors or some kind of mental health facility or something, and you can get your life back. So if you know somebody suffering with mental illnesses that are not getting help, please seek the proper help for them, and they can hopefully get their life back in order and enjoy it peacefully. But this is a wonderful thing this the Carl Vinson VA Medical Center is doing with the veterans. A lot of them suffer a lot with post-traumatic stress syndrome, and they go off to war and come back home, and they just can't cope. They can't get it together anymore. So they struggle, and they need some help. So thank God that there is help out there for people suffering with mental illness and contemplating suicide. And the number to contact our is 478-272-1210 regarding that summit, and it's extension 2579. 478-272-1210, extension 2579, or you can email Mary Roach at va.gov, and she can give you some information regarding the summit and get you in the right direction to be able to get the help that you or a loved one or a friend might need. Okay, we're going to talk about recycling, which is a wonderful thing, and it is just giving back to the community. You can just, get a bin, call for a bin. Your sanitation department will come out and bring you a bin, or just get you some trash bags and recycle the aluminum, the cans, and plastic and styrofoam. All of that stuff is recyclable, and it's a wonderful thing to do to give back and help the environment, because a lot of times all that stuff, the plastic and stuff, I watch the national television program sometimes where in the water, all of this plastic and stuff and the whales and things get caught up in that stuff, and it causes them harm. So if we just make a practice to kind of put that stuff aside and not let it go astray into areas that will cause harm to animals and you know, mammals and stuff, and sometimes people. Just be careful with the plastic and glass and all that stuff. I've seen people literally throw glass and stuff out of the windows, and it just hurt my heart. So be careful with that, because we're all in this world, and we have to take care of it, because there's a lot going on, not only in the world but in personal lives. So when you can make a difference, that's the point. Be a difference maker in any way that you can. So we have to pay attention as well. I'm going to talk about the break-ins in your cars, and just look at the news and see all the stuff going on, and people just wake up with an intention to cause harm and havoc in people's lives. So make sure you can prevent some of that if you pay attention to your surroundings at the gas pumps and at your ATMs and stuff like that. Make sure you look around and pay attention that you don't feel like somebody is following you, or you feel uncomfortable. And I have experienced that once, and at one time I felt like I was being followed. I felt that this person or whoever it was following me coming from the mall. So I drove, and I didn't go toward my house. I went to a police station, and I went in and told them my suspicion or my feeling, gut feeling. And they were like, that was a good thing to do, wise thing to do. And I just sat there a little while, and actually a police officer kind of trailed me. I didn't live too far from the police station. And he trailed me, and I felt much better. So be careful, and if you have items in your car that you don't want targeted, make sure you put them away in your trunk or take them home, and then if you have to go back out, go back out. And then that way you won't have your car broken into for, causing you extra headaches. And then all the scams that people are calling, and oh my gosh, these calls are just out of control. You get calls about everything. They start early in the morning to late at night, and they're so bold with it now. They call and pretend they're your friend, like they know your name, and they'll just, you answer your phone, they go, well, hello, Carolyn, da 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 da. And I'll be like, oh my goodness, this is just really amazing now how they come after you, and their lines are so, great. You will fall into that stuff if you're not careful. So make sure you pay attention to all of the scams and the calls and things that you get, and don't give out your information, your credit cards and bank cards and all of that, Social Security numbers, stuff like that. Do not give it away over the phone. And make sure you tell the elderly people in your life and your younger adults that's getting out into the world. They're so anxious to get credit and all this, trying to become independent without consulting their mom and dad or an adult. So don't fall prey to these scams, phone calls and stuff. They're usually out to cause you no good, nothing but headaches. So make sure you pay attention to that. And then we want to make sure everybody gets a fire alarm in your house. That is a major, major need and something very vital and important that you should have in your home. In case of a fire, you just want to always be prepared. So you can get you a free fire alarm if you call your local American Red Cross. That number is 478-275-1754. 478-275-1754. What do you got to lose? You could save a life. You could save your home. Call them. It is free. They will schedule an appointment to come out to your home and install it for you. Everything. You don't have to do anything but make that phone call, and it could save your life. And make sure you have all of your animals and your children and everybody in your house do fire drills. Make sure everybody, if this happens, God forbid it won't, but in case, nobody's exempt from anything. That's why we get caught up, because we think, oh, that'll never happen to me. But just always be prepared that you have fire drills with your children, and everybody meet up in the same place so that you'll know there's nobody left in the house or facility or building. And if the place catch on fire, the smoke and the fire moves very rapidly. Understand the fire chief says you only have like 2 minutes. So don't go back in there trying to save anything except yourself, your children, your wife, your spouse, husband, and your pets. So make sure you guys get out. And nobody want to lose anything that we work hard for, and memorabilias and all that. But if you can save your life, you can reestablish, you can start over and get stuff. And you'd be surprised at all the help out here. But make sure you call, and I'm going to read that number out to you. American Red Cross right here, your local number is 478-275-1754. I'm going to pause for another brief commercial, and I'll return shortly.
Thanks to our community, Dublin-Macon Cardiology is celebrating 14 years of serving Dublin, Lawrence County, and all of Middle Georgia. At Dublin-Macon Cardiology, we've got state-of-the-art cardiac care right here at home, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Dr. Vega and his staff are here to serve you. New patients are always welcome, and no referral is required. Walk in today to our chest pain center at Dublin-Macon Cardiology, Hospital Drive, right here in Dublin.
Dublin Ford Lincoln's favorite part about serving our community is all of the wonderful friendships that we build, and Ty Martinez is one of those friends.
I asked for a truck, and I couldn't ask for anything better. I mean, when he got the truck, it was exactly what I wanted. And they went. I think this one came from Tennessee. Got out of town and brought it to me. Oh, come Dublin Ford. Check them out before you check anybody else out.
Others call you customers, we call you friends. That's Dublin Ford Lincoln.
I'm back with Community Calendar right here at TV 35 WDIG. I'm your host, Carolyn Walker. So we're going to talk about that amazing water park right here in Dublin at Southern Pines and all the amazing, wonderful things that they offer. It's not all about just going swimming. They have what's going on now is water aerobics during the month right here in August. The classes start right here, and they're $30 for any 10 classes. So you pay your $30, you go and come as you choose according to the dates. And this class is designated for adults and seniors who know how to swim and want to exercise in the water. So that sounds like tons of fun. I mean, you just can't get in. And I'm sure they have the music. And you know how when you're working out, that music just gets you pumped and you just want to go at it. And you just getting all of your bones and your faculties, the adrenaline gets to going, and next thing you know, you've done a great workout and you didn't even think about it because the music, you're focusing on that, and I'm sure that's going to be tons of fun. And that is the water aerobics right at Southern Pines Water Park. So mark your calendars, and they meet from 11 a.m. to noon on weekdays. And you can sign up at www.southernpineswaterpark.com. That's www.southernpineswaterpark.com. So go ahead and get online and sign up for that. Seniors, you know how we are. We get a little, want to think that we're old and we just don't want to do anything. But these are things that will keep you looking forward to life and living, and they're fun, and you know, just get out, you meet people, you laugh and talk and getting your workout, and next thing you know, you're looking good, feeling good, and you just, that motivates you, you know, when you start working out a little bit and you put on that dress or pair of pants and it's a little bit more room in it. You go, oh, okay, because it's hard getting out. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't look forward to working out, but I have to because I have little issues and stuff. But when I do, I feel so good. I feel so proud of myself. And that's how you will feel if you get out and move a little bit and put on that pair of pants that might have been a little snug. Then you feel a little difference in them. That motivates you. So go ahead and give it a try, and you'll be glad you did. And then they got the Zumba classes at Stubbs Park Activity Building, and that's 130 Park Place here in Dublin. And you can just, that again is dancing, and the classes are Monday from 6 to 7 p.m., Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. And you can call Natalie for more information regarding the dance and the Zumba classes at 478-697-0023. Then they have line dances, and the seniors can join in this again. Here are the line dances. Can you imagine how much fun it is laughing? And especially if you're not a dancer and you're out there trying to line dance and all the moves and steps that are involved in line dancing, that can be tons of fun. And I'm laughing, smiling, talking about it because I've seen it and I've partaken in it, and it is just fun because you're going one way and some folks are going the other way. You run, but it's just all in moving, enjoying, and having a great time, and getting your exercise and the heart rate going. And the information for that, the seniors meet on Thursdays from 12:30 to 2:30 p.m. and that again is at the Stubbs Park Activity Building. Seniors meet 12:30 to 2:30 on Thursday, and the regular classes are on Mondays from 7 to 8 p.m. You can call Mary Jo for information about the line dancing at 478-275-3413. Well, as usual, the time goes by quickly, and I'm so thankful that you tune in and watch Community Calendar right here at TV 35 WDIG. It's always a pleasure bringing you information and just chatting with you and making sure that you're on point and up to date with some of the events that take place right here in Dublin. And I hope you get out today and move or do something fun. And again, thank you for tuning in. I'm Carolyn Walker. See you next time right here at Community Calendar.